with open source, the beauty is that you don't have to prove yourselves to be part of the community. You can start at any stage, as you started earlier. It's a very open, ecosystem kind of where anybody can walk in. But even when we look at open source community, we don't see much diversity there. We don't see that many women, or we don't see any people from different backgrounds. What do you feel about that?
It's something that we need to try to improve. In some communities, it's not so difficult. In others, the initial step, the first step, it's a bit harder. But in general, we need to do much more. We need to be much more open with the others. Also open with other people that maybe are simple users that finally are there for learning more or for trying to do something. And first of all, we need to find a way to make the barrier lower. So it's not only a matter of gender. We need to be much more respectful with everyone, every user that comes to the project. It's not simple. In particular, because sometimes we are in a group where you can find always the same people, and it's difficult to get the point. It's difficult to understand that maybe there are other people that are there for joining, but are maybe too shy, or the classical imposter syndrome. So you are there, but you are feeling not enough good to do something. And we need to improve in this area, absolutely.
You said that we need to do that, but do you have any, because you yourself being a woman, you have been, in a room, when you walk in, you are the only woman in the room, there's nobody else there.
Yeah.
So does it make you feel uncomfortable?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes, yes. But I am part of the open source community from a long time. So
you have a lot of friends and things like that. But what I want to ask is that being on that side of the aisle, you do feel a lot of people don't even feel. So we call it, subconscious bias. People don't even know about that.
Yeah, sometimes you are attending an open source event, and the first idea for the others is that you are there because maybe you are the girlfriend of someone else. So yes, sometimes happens, honestly. But we can only try to share our experience, and what I don't like, and what we should try to avoid is to have more women just because we are pushing the idea that we need to have a number of women attending. It's not this one the way to bring more women in the technical area. We should start honestly from schools, organizing much more activities, avoiding to have women only in contexts that are not really technical, because in any case every contribution it's important. Everyone can bring a different point of view, and everyone can really make the difference.
It's about our society also. I don't know about here in Europe, but mostly when you go and see the playground, you see the boys jumping from the heights, taking risks, even if girls, because that's how us parents, try to raise them. So what happens is when the same boys move, whether in a community or a company, they are prone to taking risks, They risk their career, they move up, but the women or girls, they have different conditioning, so they do differently. That's why there is a huge difference in salary of women versus men. So it's not just about, a lot of time, because diversity is a topic that we cover very much on TFI, and every time we get a pushback about, hey, it's open field, anyone can come. If girls come, they can. But the thing is, the society has been conditioned in a way. If you look at any video game, you'll see the picture of the boy there, no matter what kind of game is there. Mm-hmm. Science, so there was a whole, movement where, that, tech toys are for boys. So you cannot just blame it on that because you have built the society in a way that discourages that. You walk in the store, blue for boys and pink for girls.
Pink for girls, yeah.
So I despise that. So the problem is not easy to solve.
No.
It's not just about as you rightly said that just bringing. No, I would rather see more women on the stage as well, not just as a presence, where they also share about technology, what they're doing.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? I think.
We can't change the world in a second, but as open source community, we can try to do our part. So there are also small details that we should take care of. For example, in a conference, it's important to have the T-shirt with the women cut. Seems to be stupid, but when you are there and you can get only something that it's for a male, you are feeling a bit uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah. So we can also work on this. For example, for this conference, on the badge you can have the sticker with different colors, so you can decide if you want to have pictures or not. And also this one is a way to respect the others. In other conferences, I saw that they are using the lanyard with different colors, just for having the same. So it's first of all, it's important for our open source community. It's important to start to look also at these small details, but that at the end we could try to change things. The same for the talks, as you were saying, we should have more women. Yes, but then when there are talks also for women, also the other attendees should be there listening and maybe not skipping the speech just because it's from a woman. So everyone should try to do that small step that at the end can change things.
And most important thing that I feel is that as much important as diversity, it's inclusion.
Yeah. You can't now, in particular now, you can't talk anymore only about diversity or only about inclusion. It's something that comes together. You need to respect everyone, from the T-shirt to the foods. It's important to have, seems again not so important, but in the reality is important to have, for example, a different selections of food for vegans, for vegetarian, because also that one is inclusion. Everyone can attend the conference because they can find also food. It's important also to eat in a conference.
I mean, I have started seeing some trends in like Linux Foundation. They do a conference and they have childcare.
Yeah.
They have quiet rooms. They have, sometimes they also have, the rooms for women where, if you're a new mom, if you're a child, you have totally different needs. So you should be aware of those, and the more inclusive you make the community, the more people will come.
Indeed. And this one is a problem also for other big conferences. Honestly, a conference like FOSDEM, that it's the most important conference in Europe. It's the reference. Everyone is going there each year, just for meeting the others. It's a shame they don't have the childcare, and it's a problem because I have friends where the husband and the woman are and the wife are all developers, but if you need to decide, if you need to take care of the child, you need to decide who can attend, and it's a problem because at the end, make a guess who will be at home with the kid. Yeah. So this one is also something that can be improved. It's not simple because when you are organizing a conference, you need to take care of all these details, and it's not a simple task. I know. For a childcare, you can't simply organize a playground. You need to have people that are there taking care of the kids, for example, for playing, for food.
But if you can take care of vegan food, if you can take care of beer, if you can take care of all the high-profile speaker, you can also. It's just about you have to prioritize that, and it should be critical.
In the list, usually that one is
it
the last
lost.
item.
It should not be the last.
If you have time, if you have enough money, if you have enough sponsor, if you have enough people, then you can also have the childcare, and yeah, it's a shame.
Marina, thank you so much for talking to me. And we talked about a lot of interesting topics today, and I feel bad that I never talked to you earlier before. But from now onwards, whenever you are at the conference, I would love to talk to you.
Okay, thanks.
So, thank you so much.
Thank you.